Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, students. Hope you all are doing well and taking your video lessons regularly. This is your English text class. Students, as you know that we have started a new lesson number 2, that is Natural Beauty of Pakistan, and we have recited the poem that is on page number 21, My Blessed Beautiful Land. In this poem, the poet, which is who is anonymous, we don't know the name of the poet, so tells about the different regions of Pakistan, Sindh, Balochistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Punjab in each stanza. Now I explain each stanza in detail. For today, we have a task to do exercise, to solve book exercises. So let's come to the exercise portion, that is under the heading of reading comprehension. We have exercise number 1. I am reading the question. Read the poem and decide which stanza each of these picture matches. Write the stanza number under the space provided in each box. आपको कुछ पिक्चर्स दी गई हैं that tells you that matches with each stanza. तो आपको ये बताना है, and as you can see that there you can see the picture of what? There is a picture of desert. So in which stanza you learn about desert? So tell me, and what was the name of that desert? Yes, it was Haran Desert, that is in Balochistan, and this stanza 2 tells about this. This picture tells about stanza number 2. Okay, now we have a next picture. As you can see, there is a greenery, and you can see the river here. So which province the picture is telling about? Yes, it will be it is Punjab, and this is stanza number 3. Okay, in the second last picture, you can see that the river and it is entering into the sea. So that we call, I told you a term that is called delta. जब जो है दरिया जो है वो split होके जो है वो sea में enter होता है, तो ऐसी place को हम कौन सी place कहते हैं? This makes a delta. It in the form of triangle होता है ये. And in which stanza you read about this? In the last stanza, that is stanza number 4, and it is the province is Sindh. And the last picture, you can see the snow covered mountains. The mountain is covered with the snow, and ये जो है ये किस province के बारे में या किस के बारे में बात हो रही है? ये northern areas के बारे में बात हो रही है, and we learn about northern area in the first stanza, so it will be first. Okay, now come to exercise number 2. And what is exercise number 2? The meanings of some words are given in the following tables. Read each stanza one by one and find the word that have the given meaning. Write the word that matches the meaning in the word column. Okay, यहाँ पर आपको क्या किया हुआ है? ये you have 2 columns, and they are writing the meanings, and they are giving the meanings of each stanza. ठीक है, हर स्टैंजा के लिहाज से उन्होंने मीनिंग्स दिए हुए. आपको वो वर्ड लिखना है जो उस मीनिंग से सूट करता है, एंड यू विल फाउंड इन दिस इज फर्स्ट स्टैंजा. मीनिंग्स आर रिटन हियर, एंड फॉर व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट मीनिंग? होल्डिंग वंस अटेंशन completely. So what will be the word in the poem? Come to the stanza number 1. Here you can see in the north spellbinding scene that astound. So spellbinding word is for this meaning. Spellbinding, I am writing here. Okay, now come to the second meaning, surprise a lot. So what will be the suitable word for this meaning? As I showed you, in the north, spellbinding scenes that astound. So astound gives the meaning of surprise a lot. So what should I write here? It should be written astound. Okay, students, in this way you will solve this exercise. The next meaning is very high, and the second last meaning is peaks covered with snow, and the last meaning is in good condition. Inshallah you can do it easily when you will read the stanza. And we have to write the word in the poem. ठीक है, आपको word लेना है, पिक करना है. अब देखिए first meaning क्या है, turn brown in color. So what is the which word in stanza number 2 give this meaning? कौन सा बताता है, कौन सा word बताता है? Now come to stanza number 2. Yes, read it. Stanza 2, the sands of Haran desert brown. Brown means turn. Brown is a word in this stanza that gives the meaning turn brown in color. So what should I write here? I have to write here brown. Okay, now we have a next word, very high. Very high के लिए हमारे पास क्या word है? Let's come to stanza number 3 or 2. Read it. The sands of Haran desert brown, lofty mountains with precious stones found. So we have a word lofty. As I told you, lofty means होता है tall या very high. So what should I write here in front of the meaning? What is the word? Yeah, it is lofty. Okay, in this way students you will find the word for the valuable, for the brave, for found in large numbers. Inshallah ta'ala you can do it easily. Now switch to stanza number 3. In the same way we have the meanings here. We have to find out the word for this meaning. But the first word is soil or land in which the crops grow well. जो ऐसी सॉइल और लैंड जिसमें जो है क्रॉप्स जो है वो ग्रो होती हैं बहुत अच्छे तरीके से. तो फॉर व्हाट इज़ द वर्ड फॉर दिस मीनिंग? कम टू स्टैंजा नंबर 3. Fertile plains, fields of grain all around. As you can see, fertile gives the meaning that the soil or land in which the crops grow well. So what should I write here? I have to write here fertile. Okay. Now we have a next word, a large area of flat land. Large area of flat land, plains. आपने पढ़ा था in the third stanza, first line of third stanza, fertile plains. So plains means क्या होता है? Plains means होता है flat land, बिल्कुल ही एक सीधी सपाट जो ज़मीन होती है, लेकिन वो उसको कहते हैं plains. So what is the word for this meaning? It will be plains. Okay students, in this way you will have to write the word of the meaning, famous, exciting stories, old stories that may or may not be true, having a great effect. Okay, now come to stanza number 4. The fourth meaning, in the same way you have the meanings, the list of we have some meanings here. 6 meanings here are there, and we have to find out the word. The mouth of a river where it spreads out before entering the sea. ऐसी जगह जहाँ पर जो है वो river जो है वो split होके enter होता है sea में. That place, this place is called what? I told you, I explained you in the last stanza. You can see the Indus Delta. So delta is the place. Delta is the word for this meaning. ठीक है, डेल्टा कहते हैं. इट्स अ ट्राइंगुलर एरिया होता है जो स्प्लिट हो जाता है मोर देन 1 ब्रांचेस में एंड देन फॉल इनटू द सी. And then we have a word, a small hill. What is the meaning of a small hill? As you know that in the last stanza we read about far from Mohenjo-daro Mound. So Mound, I told you what is the meaning of Mound. Mound means a small hill. So what should I write here? I have to write here Mound. It's an activity. Take it as an activity and try to solve this exercise. Inshallah ta'ala you can easily solve it. Okay, the remaining meanings you can find the word of the remaining meanings. Okay, now come to exercise 3. Exercise 3, what is exercise 3? Read the text. You will have to read out the text, you will have to read out the poem and write the answers to the following questions in your notebook, and you will have to write the questions in your notebook. This exercises must be done after word spinning and after synonym antonyms. You will do it in your notebook. Okay students, we will do this exercise later after words meaning. As I told you, first we do words meaning and synonym antonyms. पहले हम first meaning करेंगे और synonym antonyms करेंगे अपनी notebook में, and then we will solve this exercise number 3. So I'm not going to explain in this class exercise 3. This is quite enough for today to solve exercise number 1, as I think so you have done this exercise you have done with me, and now you will have to solve, you will have to find out the word, the suitable word of the given meanings. ठीक है, आपको अपने मीनिंग्स जो दिए हुए हैं उसके वर्ड्स आपको खुद फाइंड आउट करने हैं. इसके लिए आपको यू विल हैव टू रीड आउट द पोम अगेन इफ़ यू तो आप जब पढ़ेंगे यू गेट द वर्ड, द सुटेबल वर्ड इंशाल्लाह. By the recitation of the poem you can easily find out the word inshallah ta'ala. It will be quite easy for you. And as I told you, the first stanza they are telling about the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa region or province or the northern areas, and in the second stanza the poet is discussing about Balochistan. In the third stanza, the second last, he is telling about the fertile green plains of Punjab and its 5 mighty rivers. And in the last stanza the poet is telling about the Indus River and its ancient civilization of Sindh, of Valley of Mehran, and about its people as well. So students, inshallah ta'ala, it will be quite easy for you to solve stanza number 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is quite enough for today. And what is your homework? Your homework is do exercises 1 and 2 of unit 2 in your textbook. Okay, this is your homework for today. Inshallah ta'ala, we will meet you in the next class. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.